Okay, I don't want you guys to get too excited, okay? But, do you see that? Just gonna focus on it, hold on. Upside down. Okay, I think you can see it. Complete shock, like we are not trying. And I'm kind of freaking out, and I think I'm definitely in shock. And I think I'm also just trying not to get attached because I'm pretty sure I'm miscarrying, because I took another test this morning, and even though like you can still see it, it's like super faint. So I don't know. I figured I would just pick up the camera because I've shared all my other like pregnancies, and this is just like such a surprise. And the doctor's office is opening in 1 minute, so I'm gonna call right now because I'm just gonna try to see if, because I have a positive pregnancy test, if they can get me in any sooner. So please God. Okay, I'm on hold right now to try to talk to them, but this was the one from last night, and this was the one I just took this morning, so I feel like I'm probably miscarrying because that line's a lot fainter than the top one. Hi, I'm calling because I got a positive pregnancy test, and right now I'm bleeding.
Hey, Brianna.
Hi.
Hi, it's suggested that you go to the ER to be evaluated.
Okay.
And then schedule for a follow-up because right now all our doctors are in surgery.
Okay.
But you need to be seen right away.
Okay.
Be wrapped around your arms instead of being lonely. We could be gazing at the stars, but now it feels just like I wandered off into a room and closed the door behind me. I never gave the key to you, even though I wanted to. I should be trying something new, but now my body's aching.
So I just got to the ER, and they had me do a urine sample and change into a gown, and she said they're probably gonna do some form of an ultrasound. And yeah, I think I'm just trying to stay calm. Again, like try not to like get attached or emotional. Like I'm trying really, really hard not to. And it was crazy when I walked in, there was like 2 guys fighting in the ER. It was just like, I feel like I walked into chaos, and I'm like, okay, just breathe.
It should have been you. Another time, another place, I just know. It could have been you.
I never understood a word they said. Kept running in the woods alone instead. Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Try to keep it up and standing tall.
Hey guys, so it is a few days later. I just left my OB's office. They had me come back in for an extra ultrasound just to make sure that there wasn't anything left in my uterus, because I guess that means there could be like an infection, and I didn't need, like they were double checking to make sure that I didn't need any type of like surgical procedure to make sure that everything was cleaned out. And so she showed me everything on the ultrasound, like there was no baby. She said, you know, everything looks good. If we were to want to try, she like gave me the go ahead, but you know, I just know with Adam, like that's not going to be something we're going to be doing. So if anything, I think with him, this is probably just like a make sure that the protection is actually working, because I don't know, it just, you know, didn't work this month. And I don't know, I wrote down some thoughts that I just want to read, and like I'm gonna put a trigger warning at the beginning of this video, but I just like do want to recognize like this is like about like a really sensitive topic. And you know, I think I kept saying in the beginning of this video, I was trying like not to get emotional about it, and I just can't help it at this point. Like I'm really mad at myself Here's why. Because I think like when the baby was in my tummy, I was just in a place where I was like talking really negatively about my body, and I'm so mad because I got to a point where I was like doing really, really good, where it was just like very positive self-talk. And I think, you know, there was obviously like holiday weight gain. I've never lost all the baby weight with Hayden. Like I very cognizantly was like, I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. And then I just think like obviously not losing the baby weight from Hayden, and then holiday weight gain. There was a day where I stood there with Adam and I was just like, none of my clothes are fitting me right now. Everything is uncomfortable. I even said like, I hate my body. And I'm so mad I said that, because that baby was probably in there and heard me say that and was like, well, if I'm hated, like why am I here? I'm just gonna leave. I'm just really mad at myself. Like, also too, I just feel like this would have been my 4th pregnancy. Like, how did I not know sooner that I was pregnant? Like, I just keep racking my brain. Like, besides obviously feeling like my clothes weren't fitting and that like my body, I don't know, I think like I was kind of feeling, not that I looked pregnant, but obviously that just like my like waist and my tummy, you know, I didn't feel like bloated, and I don't remember like my boobs being sore. I feel like with all my other kids, that was like just how I knew it was, like my boobs would be so sore. And I think like because of breastfeeding, I don't know, it wasn't something that I like picked up on this time. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm angry. I feel like my body just like betrayed me in all of this. Like, I'm mad that I didn't realize that that baby was here, and that I couldn't have like shown the baby love. Because I think I knew even from the time I got the positive test that like I was either losing the baby or I'd lost the baby. And that's just it. Like, this is still a baby. Like, this was still a soul. It was a life. It was a part of me. And I did, like, in the ER when like they were doing the ultrasound, I was just like a little shred of hope inside that I was like, maybe they'll tell me like the baby's there and like the baby's okay. And I would have been like so excited. And I think it's just what I want the baby to know. I decided, I don't know if this is like a good for grieving or not good for grieving. I don't know. I feel like there's really no rules, but I wanted to do this. I just wanted to give the baby a name so that like I could talk to the baby. Because like I really do think like it's a little soul that's probably up there with my dad and like my grandma Savoca and like my poppy. And yeah, so I wanted to give the baby a name. So I looked it up, and in Hawaii the word for angel is Anela. So that's what I decided to call this baby. I'm just like, I feel like Nene is like a short cute little nickname. And it was really interesting because I like decided I wanted to write all my feelings out in my journal the other day. And when I had looked this up and just like write a little note to her. I'm just calling it a her. But after that, I was like, I need to get out of the house. So I took Hayden on a bike ride, and we were on the bike path, and there's like a little stone wall sort of next to the path. And it was so strange because this group of cardinals just like would fly up like to where we were at, and then like fly off the wall and fly a little bit up ahead and like wait for us to catch up, and then like fly off again. And like they kept happening for like such a long period of time. And you guys know, like when I see cardinals, like I just know it's my dad's, like his way of saying hi. And so like after this happened for a little bit, all of a sudden this like little butterfly just like flew out from behind the cardinals, like right in front of us on the bike path. And I don't know, I just felt like in my mind I was like, I think it's her. I think it's her just saying like, hey, I'm with your dad and I'm with your grandma and like your other guardian angels. And I'm just sad. Like, I wish I could have held you, and I wish you could have actually, like, been with your brothers and sisters, but I don't know. I hope someday in heaven that I get to hold you, my little angel baby.
Why don't you stay?